The climactic moment, she's speaking German, and speaking German with a slight Polish accent. All of that, of course, attests to the incredible level of preparation and talent and technique.
You can't help but put yourself in that situation because she so conveys the myriad of emotions that this woman is going through at this time. You know, none of them positive.
She makes her choice. Her child is torn from her arms, and she does this amazingly understated thing. She simply opens her mouth as if to scream, and nothing comes out. The screaming of the child is what we hear.
It's just so painful. So good, because Meryl was so good. It wasn't like a movie. I always feel that really happened.
Sophie's Choice was nominated for 5 Academy Awards, but early on Oscar night, it was clear that the film wouldn't be walking away with an armload of trophies.
We had Gandhi released that year, which was an extraordinary film and had a much broader commercial appeal. So when my wife and I were sitting in the audience and Gandhi won Best Costume, and the entire costume consisted of a sheep. Gandhi is one of my favorite historical figures, and I love the movie. But when Gandhi won Best Sheet, I said, that's it.
While Sophie's Choice lost out to Gandhi for Best Picture, Meryl did win for Best Actress, the only time she's won that award. But even at the time, Meryl said she was uncomfortable with the idea of acting as competition.
Acting is, in this country, I think, is a lot like a sporting event. There's a lot of competition, all these award ceremonies, different, this is the best, this is the second best, this is the third best. You know, this is the best this is the best that. This is the winner, this is the loser.
In 1983, Meryl Streep followed Sophie's Choice with the nuclear meltdown thriller Silkwood. Her transformation from Sophie was so extraordinary that many filmgoers didn't even recognize her.
I think Silkwood was the first one that really she sort of disappeared into, where she didn't look like herself, she didn't have the blonde hair.
Put Sophie's Choice and Silkwood side by side and you go, wow, these are the same person, how's that possible?
For Meryl, Karen Silkwood gave her a much appreciated chance to play someone like the people she knew growing up in New Jersey.
People tend to cast you in the movies by virtue of how you look, so I've been playing some sort of ethereal, spiritual, I don't know, characters, and I just wanted somebody that looked like, you know, they went to high school.
So here she is playing the real Karen Silkwood in Silkwood. Rangy, sort of swinging her hips, outspoken, not likable, really. I mean, she does a lot of things that sort of make you nuts in that movie.
Silkwood was also Meryl's first film with a female co-star, and the on-screen relationship between Meryl and Cher became the emotional center of the film.
The scenes with Cher, who is her lesbian friend, are much stronger than the scenes with Kurt Russell.
I think the relationship between Meryl and Cher in that movie is really one of the all-time great partnerships. People often talk about buddy movies, they talk about guys who are together on film. That's really one of the great teams, the two of them in that movie.
Meryl earned another Best Actress Academy Award nomination for Silkwood. And at 34, she was now bold enough to take on any role, or any accent, with gusto.
It's this Oscar-winning, revered actress, already by then she certainly was, saying, you know what? You don't always have to like me. Sometimes you can hate me.
One minute she was being hailed as the world's best actress, but by 1985's Out of Africa, a different impression of Meryl Streep had set in, that she was cold and serious, and it would haunt her for years. The late great Pauline Kael even dubbed her Our Lady of the Accents.
The perception of her was that she was upper class, sort of snooty, that she did these accents, that they reflected who she was instead of the fact that she was an actress looking for different roles.
But it's more than an accent, it's a whole voice. Sometimes you make a decision whether you want to modify that so it becomes more palatable for the audience. I don't think she's done that.
Certainly, Meryl didn't tone down the accent or her icy demeanor in 1987's A Cry in the Dark. The role of Lindy Chamberlain, an Australian woman accused of killing her own daughter, was Meryl at her most brilliant.
It's this Oscar-winning, revered actress, already by then she certainly was, saying, you know what? You don't always have to like me. Sometimes